I went to school just to please my dad, developed some anger as aftermath. I fell off the course while you wait for a Porsche, coming in late off a helipad. I ain't got that money, my nose always running.
Hey everybody, so I'm going to be going over a project that I just found out about yesterday. I thought it'd be cool to cover a project that not many people know about rather than going over the same ones that everybody else knows. And that's going to be CARdano4Speed. They reached out and said that they would answer any questions that I had, and I had a bunch. So I really want to take this time to say thank you to C4S, that's the main guy behind the project, and Mun. He is a mod for the server. So thank you guys so much for your time. So we're going to start off with the Discord. They have 500 members in their Discord, and they have 1,200 followers on Twitter. And that's a pretty good start, I think. I think once they actually develop their game, this is going to grow rapidly. We can see that they've already released 1,000 unique cars in their Byron era, and they say that they're not going to release more than 10,000 Gen 1 cars ever. So they've already sold out, and the next era, they don't have a time limit on it because they're not sure how long it's going to take to develop the game. But they're using the funds that they've made from their last drop to fund the game. And the way it's going to work is there's going to be the drag racing component of the game is going to be launched, and players will be able to earn money or just play for fun and experience points. And I'll go over what the experience points are used for in a second. So continuing on with their roadmap, their next era after that is going to be the Gogan Era. That's where there's going to be new tracks as well as tournament style racing. So you'll probably do a race, another race, another race, and then, you know, best one wins out of all of those, kind of like Mario Kart style. And more resources will be allocated to marketing efforts. And this is where the experience points come into play, where it says prizes for the top 3 to generate hype. So while you're racing for free, or even paying, I believe you'll be earning experience points when you're doing like wagered races. So every race you'll earn some sort of experience, and the most amount of experience points at the end of each week, you'll be put on a leaderboard and you'll be given some sort of prize, whether it's ADA, maybe a Gen 2 car, it'll be something. And the last thing that they're doing for this era is hiring a specialist team to work on a utility token and the framework for their Catalyst proposal. So maybe also in the future you'll get some sort of token, and they'll have tokenomics where you can use these tokens to change your window tint or maybe add a spoiler or something like that. And I believe you'll also be able to use your tokens to refill, in a sense, your NOS. So NOS is just like Need for Speed. You know, you have your NOS, you hit the button, you get a little speed boost. So after each race, you're going to have to refill that. And I'm assuming you're going to have to refill it using tokenomics. But don't quote me, everything's still up for debate. Alright, now the Basho era. This is where the team really expects things to just take off. They're going to have their first token sale, and anybody who owns an NFT will be airdropped some tokens for free. You'll be able to stake these tokens to earn a yield. They're not sure what the percent is yet, they still need to determine everything. And like I said before, you're going to be able to use these to modify your car in some way. And in the beginning of this era, with every launch of new Gen 1 cars, 10 loyal stakers will each win an NFT. Also, some of the money that they're going to be generating through all of this, they're going to be choosing 2 non-profit organizations to be giving quarterly donations going forward to. So lastly, their Voltaire era is where they're going to be expanding their team, the vision, and the goal of staying on top of the play-to-earn gaming space. They aim to find new and innovative ways to incentivize players and token holders while keeping the game accessible to everybody. Alright, we have the roadmap out of the way. Let's look at what these cars look like. So this is their special edition, the V12. That's their golden, I guess, rarest of the rare. Their other V12 model, V10, V10, you get the idea. So you might think to yourself, well, if you're racing a V12 versus a V6, you're obviously going to get crushed. Like it's going to be, you know, pay to win basically. Well, that's not true. The way that they're doing this is the V12s can only race against other V12s. V10s with V10s, V8s with V8s, you get the idea. So I really like this. And they also said once all of the 10K are minted, then you can only get Gen 2 cars. And Gen 2 cars, they deteriorate after 100 races. So you can only race those cars 100 times and then they're gone. Poof, out of existence. You need to then buy another one. The other way you can race if you're late to the party is if you own one of these NFTs, you can rent them out. So people who come in late can rent your car, and when you race, you get a 30-70 split. So the person who holds the NFT, the person renting it out, will get a 30% cut. The person racing, because it's skill-based, will earn 70% of what they earn. So that's also explained on this page, the play-to-earn online racing game. You can see right here, it talks about the 70-30 split. And the other thing to note is that if you have a common car, you may be in a better position than somebody with a rare car. Because you can only race V12 versus V12, if you're trying to wager somebody, you may be waiting for a while for another V12 owner to finally get online. So they actually say this in their Discord too. It may be better to own a common. Just think about that if you're trying to race a lot and get on the top leaderboard. You're going to need a common. Alright, so to wrap things up, I'm going to go over the mint price and where they're at now. Their original mint price was 55 ADA. They said that that is going to change in the future. I'm not sure lower or higher. And at the moment, their floor price is 32. So it is under mint price. And they're not verified on CNFT yet, but this is their policy ID, and I've looked it up myself and sorted by, low to high. So if you do want to get into this project, you are getting in for a better price than the people who minted. And commons, like I said, aren't bad at all. So this is just something to think about if you do want to get into this project. This is definitely going to be something long term if you are getting into this project. So I wouldn't get into this project if you're expecting to flip. Most Cardano projects I think the same way about, but that's just me. If you want to get into this project and do whatever you want to do, that's up to you. But this is my analysis on CARdano4Speed. Once again, I want to thank the team for reaching out to me and answering all of my questions. I really do appreciate your time. And I'm Atlantic, and y'all have a great day.